So, coming into this fourth week on my funded account, I hope that I can take some good trades this week, which follow my plan. And hopefully, the price action will be better than it was in the previous week since it was kind of bad. But it may be, it may not be. As long as I follow my plan and take good trades, I don't care if I lose or I win. So, yeah, let's see how that goes. On Monday, the first day of the week, I ended up taking no trades. I was bullish for the day, looking for a sweep of these pre-market swing lows, followed by a run up higher uh, up until these swing highs, following an inversion, and maybe even a run into the inside this higher time frame fair value gap. But that didn't happen, as price of open did in fact take out the pre-market swing lows and run higher, but it only ran up towards these relative equal highs, and from there it proceeded to dump. Did think about taking shorts, but for that I would have wanted to see a sweep of the swing highs here before an inversion and a dump lower. So yeah, that didn't happen as, like I said, price almost immediately began falling. So no trades to start of the week. On Tuesday, I took this unfortunate loss off of market open. My bias was bearish as we had these relative equal highs made in pre-market and in the previous day New York kill zone, and we were also rejecting at the time from an hourly fair value gap. And off open, I entered from a sweep of the relative equal highs as well as the pre-market highs and a strong inversion of this imbalance. So yeah, I was targeting these swing lows, looking for a lower target of these relative equal lows and planning to go break even at these swing 1 minute swing lows. But as you can see, after I entered, the price immediately went against my trade and stopped me out not even 2 minutes in. So yeah, that's the first trade of the week. Wednesday was another short day as I didn't take any trades today. I was bullish, looking for price to hit these relative equal hourly highs, but I wanted to catch an inverse from at least a sweep of pre-market swing lows, but preferably London or even Asian lows. But like I said, that didn't happen as price started rallying off of open, came down quite a bit here, but without giving me any entry. And yeah, that was pretty much the whole day. On Thursday, I took my second trade of the week, which was this win. I was kind of bullish coming into the day, seeing as we were reacting from this 4 hour bullish imbalance, but we had dumped overnight. And so, because of that, I wasn't as bullish as I would have liked to be. I was precautious and I didn't want to chase any big moves. So, off open, the market rallied and it almost took out this high, but it didn't in the end. Instead, it came down and made these relative equal highs. It came down further, took out this pre-market internal low, and after that I entered from a double inversion of these 1 minute imbalances, with my take profit being at these relative equal highs and my break-even point being at the consequent encroachment of this 1 minute fair value gap. So after I entered, price came down quite a bit, almost took out my stop, like 3/4 of the way to my stop loss, but then started rallying and eventually it hit my take profit, which was here at these relative equal highs, just like I said, and I started trailing my stop after that. And in the end, I got out here with 20 more points than my original target. So that's really good. I'm glad that I managed to take one final trade for this week, which was a profitable one. And I say a final trade because tomorrow is Good Friday, and so I obviously won't be trading. So yeah, that's it for Thursday. So that's the fourth week on the funded account. I ended up taking two trades this week, one win and one loss. But the price action was kind of bad, with the only true exception being Thursday, where it actually was really good. Besides that, on Tuesday it was decent, and on Monday and Wednesday it was kind of really bad actually. And yeah, both trades that I took were good ones. Both followed my plan. One ended up being a win, and the other one a loss. So I finished this week up $280 or something like that, 240, I think. So yeah, a small win, small week, the smallest one actually so far, but it was a good one, and I'm proud with how I did. So yeah, I hope that I can continue and keep this pace up for the following weeks as well.